Hello to all my friends out there. So about once a month, I have to go through the stockpile and make sure everything is good to go. The last time I did one of these, if you remember, we had fires. And what I did is I moved my stockpile right next to the front door, because if I had to remove it, I want to get it out of here fast. And you may wonder, well, what was in the push cart that the little boy was pushing? Well, the food, and sometimes the women and the babies. Okay, many of you probably saw President Trump issues National Preparedness Advisory for the month of September. And so I thought it was a really good idea for everyone. And so I know I have a lot of new followers. And so if you've been following me, you know I usually buy 2 cans at a time. Unless it's really cheap. Like, you know, I got pears, 3 cans for $1. I bought 3. So in the event of an emergency, you would want water, food, weapon, ammunition, cash, gas, first aid, items for barter. And after I finish this, I'll do an items for barter video. Okay, I switched things up a little. I was doing the stealthy car living, and so first and important, I started stockpiling cans of food, and one of the followers made mention, don't stack your cans on top of the flip tops because you might damage the food, you know, if it flipped. And I thought, and if you guys have good suggestions, so what these are is all foods you could open. Make sure you have a can opener. So I try to get all the meals that are like a meal with meat, you know, beef stew with meat. Spaghetti with hot dogs is good. You can make your own spaghetti with hot dogs too. Raviolis, and I get the ones with meatballs. So, okay, so basically when I start doing, and I suggest watching the stealthy, watching Cheap RV Living for good tips. One thing though, they don't seem to have a lot of food on hand. Okay, so at least 30 cans. And this is cans of soup, all different kinds, any kind you like. I try to get those on sale. I try to pay no more than $1. Crackers, so you know you could have soup and crackers. And these would be good. You can eat them right out of the can, or you can heat them on a camp stove. I just buy any kind that's on sale. I just started doing it this way. I move these, okay, in crackers. So I have soup and crackers. And I leave little spaces between my stockpile. And this one is meat, any old kind. You can eat this right out of the can. Tuna. Someone said, why don't you just buy a can of tuna and put it under the bed? Chicken. I thought this is a good idea. Next time I find a good deal, I think I'll do that. The comments are really helpful. Even when the person is being kind of nasty, you know, if they make a good point, you know, I take heed to it. Now this one is the one I found. It's $2 and I really like it. These are $1 from Dollar Tree. I try to keep this meat to $1 can too. Canned corned beef and sauerkraut sandwiches. You can cut these up in the pork and beans. You can eat these on crackers, and you can make a sandwich. So, you know, a little box of meat. This is actually quite a bit of meat. And then this is cans of beans, all different kinds. I have big cans, refried beans. I was going to make a lot of burritos. Beans, you need chili. With the pork and beans of all kinds. I try to get the ones with meat. But you can make good beans with just a little oil. And then in here I have cereal, I have some soup, I have some spaghetti, and this is some flour, 10 pounds flour. I have some beans, I have some rice. And so I want to eat all this up before I buy more. So, okay, so 30 cans of food. I'm trying to get 30 cans of soup, meat, beans, rice, and bread. Okay, and in here is oil. I think I'm going to buy big cans of shortening, but if worse came to worse, these could be used as oil. I bought 4 of them. I got them for $1. I got these for $1. I find this to be good. You know, if you don't have much money, Dollar Tree. And I find these to be good from the 99-cent. I have some soy milk. It's about ready to expire. I have some tea. I have some spaghetti sauce, and I have some milk. In here is some vegetables. And so I need more tomatoes. Probably like the guy said, why don't you just buy a case? Sauerkraut is good. Usually corn, green beans, and tomatoes would be the way. Be careful with the flip tops. Stewed tomatoes with salt, pepper, and sugar. Any kind of macaroni will get you by. And this is a box of fruit. I have these are small containers of different kinds of fruit. I have some nuts. I have some dried fruit. You know, if somebody was really hungry. Okay, this is some pie filling, and what these are good for, and I started doing this after one of the followers made mention, is for dump cakes. Maybe when I have my party for 1 million views, I'll have a dump cake. I don't want to spend much money. I have big cans of fruit. Down there I have pears, fruit cocktail, and peaches. And then in this box, I have instant potatoes, I have cornbread, I have biscuit mix, pancake mix, cornmeal, and then macaroni and cheese. Quite a bit of macaroni and cheese. So I have oil, some kind of milk, fruit, vegetables, macaroni and cheese, potatoes, cornbread, and biscuit mix. And here is a box of miscellaneous items. I have jam, you know, honey, pickles, very important, lime, hot sauce, you know, for the top ramen, lime and hot sauce, more lime. I have coffee creamer, peanut butter, 2 barbecue sauce, I need ketchup, steak sauce, chipotle chili, and then I have 3 cans of enchilada sauce. Here I have some cake mixes, some cookie mix, some pudding, and then here I have some spices and some baking stuff. And here is the tea. Okay, so first of all, I don't want my food screwed up. So now if you have your food in cupboards, you still want to go through your food. You want to have enough boxes on hand so you could pack it up and be out of your house in a few minutes. I mean, you never know what could happen. Any kind, you know, here we have earthquakes and fires. Earthquakes could happen. If earthquakes happen, it's going to be pitch black in here, which is going to make it harder to pack up your stuff. And also, like, I have a truck, so I could throw my stuff in the back of the truck, But if things are bad enough, I have to be able to protect my stuff, probably with a weapon. So probably a van would be a lot better. So, okay, that's the stockpile. That's a stockpile straightening up for this month. And if you're new to stockpiling, just stay with me. Also, this is going to lower your grocery bill, because if you don't want to, if something unexpected comes up, you can just eat out of your stockpile. I suggest eating your stockpile as you go along, so you're used to eating it. If God forbid anything ever went wrong. I'm going to make mention of something. These 2 boxes here, the 30 cans of food and the 30 cans of soup would be a good way to start. So water, food, weapon and ammunition, cash, gas, first aid, and items for barter. So okay, I'll be back in a few minutes with the items for barter. One thing you could barter would be food, you know. Okay, you guys, and don't say I can't, I'll do it tomorrow. Go through your cupboards and get your food in order just in case, and God bless you all.